Hey YouTube, this is the Robinhood investor. Hope you had a great week of trading. As always, I really appreciate your support. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn about investing, subscribe to this channel. Today I'm going to talk about a company that reported earnings this past week. That company is Alibaba, ticker symbol BABA, currently priced at $266.40 per share. Past year, up 22.51%. Past 5 years, up 300%. So this is a very high growth stock with a lot of potential upside. This makes up about 5.48% portfolio or $15,451. I'm up 58% on this position with an average cost of $167 per share. Scrolling down a bit, taking a look at the market cap, you can see it's $722 billion. So it's a very large company. It's like a mega cap company. P ratio is 30.79. So it's actually not too expensive for a company this size with the amount of growth it has. And dividend yield is 0, which means they're reinvesting all profits back into growth. Taking a look at the analyst ratings, you can see 94% give it a buy rating. So it's a very strong buy from an analyst perspective. And in terms of actual earnings per share, that's $3.38 relative to the expected $3.25. So in terms of what the company does, Alibaba is it provides online and mobile marketplaces in retail and wholesale trade. And some of their business segments include core commerce, cloud computing, and digital media, as well as other innovation initiatives. It's very similar to, I'd say, Amazon, where it plays in the retail space, as well as the cloud computing space, web services. So it's very similar to Amazon, but it's based in China. Now taking a look at the actual report, the presentation, this is December quarter 2020 results. Scrolling down a bit, you can see that for the December quarter financial highlights, revenue grew 37% year over year. That's a very strong double-digit growth. And you can see the core commerce revenue growth is 38% year over year. So that's very great to see that positive news. Alibaba Cloud, you can see 50% year over year cloud computing, also very strong double-digit growth. And as the trend continues to move online due to recent pandemic, Alibaba continues to benefit both on the retail e-commerce front as well as the cloud computing space as companies try to digitize their business. In terms of consumers, you can see mobile MAUs is 902 million, annual active consumers to 779 million. Profitability and cash flow, you can see it's 9.4 billion US dollars and then 14.7 billion for non-GAAP free cash flow. So it's very positive, high growth company considering the size. Now for the cost trends, cost of revenue, you can see it was 51% last year, 2019, and then 2020 it's 54%. 9 months end, about the 50%. In terms of sales and marketing expenses, it grew slightly as well. And then product development expenses didn't really change much. And it's very impressive to see the kind of growth that Alibaba has, even though their expenses didn't increase too drastically. So it's great to see that return on investment. So Alibaba has multiple businesses, multi-engine business driving long-term growth. You can see in the China retail marketplaces, new seed businesses. You can also see core commerce, which grew 34% year over year, as well as China commerce retail, others, and cloud computing, digital media, as well as innovation initiatives and others. So the largest is in the retail space, then the cloud computing aspect. Now for the core commerce, revenue grew 30% year over year, but you can see on 9 months end grew 34% year over year. So it's great to see that strong double-digit growth in the e-commerce space. Scrolling down a bit, taking a look at the Alibaba Cloud, so you can see grew 50% year over year, which is very strong growth. Scrolling down a bit, taking a look at the digital media and entertainment. It didn't grow as much, about 1%. but the strong growth is in the e-commerce and cloud computing space. Scrolling down a bit, taking a look at the revenue, you can see 3 months end. China commerce retail, 39% year over year. China commerce wholesale, 14%. International commerce, 37%. International commerce wholesale, 50%. So overall, their core commerce was up 38%. Cloud computing up 50%. Digital media entertainment about 1%. But yeah, overall total revenue grew 37%. So it's very strong growth. Scrolling down a bit, this is just a further breakdown of the revenue and adjusted EBITDA. So yeah, overall, the revenue in terms of the commerce and cloud computing is very strong. And I see that trend continue to grow upwards as shoppers move towards online purchasing, as well as merchants continue to sell their products and services online. And then cloud computing, Alibaba will benefit as other businesses digitize their business. Now, in terms of the year-to-year growth, you can see ever since 2017, their revenue, earnings continue to grow, and 2020 is like the strongest year. Looking at the quarter, you can see Q4 2020 was one of the strongest quarters relative to previous quarters. Taking a look at the key stats, scrolling down a bit, key stats, you can see their market cap is 722 billion, trailing PE, which is in the past 12 months, 28, and a forward PE at 21.88. So it's very good to see that kind of, it's lowering their PE ratio, so they continue to earn more, and it justifies that PE ratio. Scrolling down a bit, taking a look at the 52-week change of 23% relative to the S&P 500 of about 15.95%. So slightly beating the market. Scrolling down a bit, taking a look at the dividends, they don't pay a dividend yield, so they're reinvesting all profits back into growth. And we can see that their investments have been providing a strong ROI, return on investment, even though their cost expenses have not increased too much. Scrolling down a bit, taking a look at the profit margin is 24.71%. Return on assets is 4.53%. Return on equity is 15.65%. I don't think this is accurate because it didn't capture it, but the quarterly revenue growth was about 37%. Their quarterly earnings growth year over year, 52%. It's great to see that revenue and earnings growth increased double digit. Total debt to equity, for every dollar equity they have $13 in debt. And then operating cash flow, lever-free cash flow, it's not displaying here. But overall, Alibaba is a strong growth company that's in the international space. Both their core commerce, e-commerce, as well as their cloud computing businesses continue to grow. And I see that trend continue to grow upwards as businesses digitize their online presence, and then also merchants as well as buyers shift their behavior towards online. Alibaba will benefit. So that's all for this video. What are your thoughts on Alibaba? Comment down below. Remember to use my referral links below. Both of us get $20 for using personal capital or free stock for using Robinhood. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about investing, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.